CNN President Donald Trump's official schedule in the White House has gotten shorter since the beginning of his presidency. The news site Axios obtained private schedules that list Trump as having executive time in the Oval Office from about 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. each day, but really the president often spends that time in his residence, in TV, tweeting and making phone calls. The schedules Axios refers to in its report are used internally in the White House and are more detailed than those released publicly, the news site reports. More recently, Trump has often started his time in the Oval Office at around 11 a.m. or later, CNN has observed, and he has often tweeted from the residence in the morning and mentioned TV shows in some of those tweets. According to Axios, Trump typically goes back to his residence at around 6 p.m., where he will again make calls and television. At the beginning of his term, the president would often take breakfast meetings, but over time he started to slide his start time in the West Wing to later, the news site reports. In response to the article from Axios, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders wrote, "The time in the morning is a mix of residence time and Oval Office time, but he always has calls with staff, Hill members, cabinet members, and foreign leaders during this time. The president is one of the hardest workers I've ever seen and puts in long hours and long days nearly every day of the week all year long." It has been noted by reporters many times that they wish he would slow down because they sometimes have trouble keeping up with him.